Psychology 101, a complete course to unlock your mind. Beginner's Guide. Have you ever wondered why you think the way you do? Why your mind keeps overthinking at night? Why some people stay confident under pressure? Or why emotions sometimes control your decisions without you even noticing? The answer lies inside one powerful subject: psychology. Psychology is not just about mental illness or therapy. It is the science of human behavior, emotions, thoughts, habits, memory, fear, motivation, and decision-making. And once you understand your mind, you begin to understand your life. Today, in the next 6 minutes, you'll learn the basics of psychology in the simplest way possible, a beginner's guide to unlocking your mind. So sit back and let's begin. The word psychology comes from two Greek words, psyche, meaning mind or soul, and logos, meaning study. The study of the human mind and behavior. Psychologists try to understand why humans think, feel, and act the way they do. One of the most famous psychologists, Sigmund Freud, once said, "The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water." What did he mean? He believed that most of our thoughts and behaviors come from the unconscious mind, the hidden part of the brain we barely notice. That means sometimes you don't fully understand yourself either. And that's exactly why psychology is so fascinating. One of the biggest discoveries in psychology is this: your brain is designed to protect you, not necessarily to make you successful. Your mind loves comfort, familiarity, and safety. That's why you procrastinate. You avoid difficult tasks. You choose short-term pleasure over long-term goals. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman explained this with two thinking systems. System 1, fast, emotional, automatic thinking. System 2, slow, logical, effortful thinking. Most people live on autopilot using System 1, but growth happens when you activate System 2, when you consciously think before acting. That's why discipline often feels uncomfortable. Your brain sees effort as danger. Now here's something incredible. Almost 40% of your daily actions are habits. That means your life is heavily controlled by repeated behaviors. Psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered that humans repeat behaviors that give rewards. This is called reinforcement. For example, social media gives instant dopamine. Junk food gives quick pleasure. Gaming gives reward signals, so your brain keeps repeating those actions. But here's the secret. You can also train your brain positively. Reading daily, exercising, studying, meditation. If repeated enough, they become automatic habits too. Your future is not built by motivation. It is built by repeated behavior. Many people believe humans are logical creatures, but psychology says otherwise. Most decisions are emotional first, logical second. Relationships. Anxiety can create fake problems in your mind. Ancient philosopher Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Psychology teaches self-awareness. When you observe your emotions instead of reacting instantly, you gain control over your life. This is called emotional intelligence. And studies show emotional intelligence is often more important than IQ. Because smart people can still make terrible emotional decisions. Here's where psychology becomes truly power. Your subconscious mind stores beliefs, fears, memories, childhood experiences, and emotional patterns. Many of your behaviors today were programmed years ago. For example, fear of failure, low confidence, people-pleasing, negative thinking. Psychologist Carl Jung believed, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Sometimes your life is controlled by mental patterns you never questioned. That's why self-reflection is so important. The more aware you become, the more control you gain over your thoughts. So how do you actually unlock your mind? Psychology gives us simple but powerful methods. 1. Observe your thoughts. Not every thought is true. Your brain can exaggerate fear and negativity. 2. Control your environment. Your surroundings shape your behavior. Positive people and healthy habits influence your brain deeply. 3. Delay instant gratification. Successful people often sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term growth. 4. Practice self-awareness. Ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? That single question can change your behavior. 5. Train consistency. Your brain changes through repetition. This is called neuroplasticity. the brain's ability to rewire itself, meaning you are not permanently stuck the way you are today. Psychology is not magic. It is understanding the hidden rules of the human mind, and once you understand your mind, you stop becoming controlled by fear, habits, emotions, and distractions. You start thinking clearly, acting consciously, and living intentionally, because the greatest mystery in the universe may not be the world around you. It may be the mind inside you. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology and self-improvement content. And remember, the better you understand your mind, the better you understand your life. Promotion: you buy a house. Someone buys a larger one. You reach a goal, someone reaches an even bigger goal. The finish line keeps moving. As a result, happiness becomes difficult to sustain. The focus shifts from progress to competition, and competition without limits can become exhausting. Many people believe they'll stop comparing themselves once they become successful, but reality often proves otherwise. Comparison isn't caused by a lack of achievement. It's caused by how the mind evaluates status. A millionaire may compare themselves to a billionaire. A famous actor may compare themselves to a more famous actor. A successful athlete may compare themselves to a champion. The external circumstances change. The comparison habit remains. This is why many highly successful individuals still experience insecurity. The brain keeps searching for new benchmarks. Without awareness, comparison can continue indefinitely. Chapter 7: How to use comparison in a healthy way. The goal isn't to eliminate comparison completely. That's nearly impossible. Instead, the goal is to use it wisely. One effective strategy is shifting your reference point. Instead of asking, "Am I better than someone else?" ask, "Am I improving compared to who I was yesterday?" This transforms comparison into growth. Another helpful approach is recognizing that every person's journey is different. People start from different circumstances. They face different challenges. They have different opportunities and goals. Comparing two lives without understanding their full stories rarely leads to accurate conclusions. And perhaps most importantly, remember that visible success is only one part of life. What you see from the outside is never the complete picture. Comparison is one of the oldest habits in human history. It helped societies function, and it still influences nearly every decision we make today. But the same psychological tool that once helped us navigate the world can also trap us in endless dissatisfaction. The key isn't to stop noticing others. The key is remembering that someone else's success doesn't reduce your own potential. Your journey is unique. Your challenges are unique. And your progress deserves to be measured by your own growth, not someone else's highlight reel. The next time you find yourself comparing your life to another person's, remember this: the most meaningful comparison isn't between you and them. It's between who you are today and who you were yesterday. Because real progress begins when the competition becomes internal. And that's where lasting confidence is built. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more psychology, human behavior, and self-improvement content.